You know what I should do? I should tell every single parent that I'm a type 1 diabetic. Wouldn't that be funny? I'm gonna be like, you don't want to turn out like me, so you better only take one. Hey, what's up? Hello, Wednesday Addams here. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. And today we're here to talk about WeekendWeen, the Monster Mash edition. Now, if you don't know what WeekendWeen is, you've clearly never watched my channel before, because I love the Weenie vlogs. They are hosted by Gabby and Olivia, and they are there to bring spooky reads and spooky times into parts of the year where normally they wouldn't have any, like Summerween, Winterween, but you always need to pay homage to the original. So here we have the Halloween WeekendWeen Monster Mash edition that takes place over the weekend of Halloween. Now, for me, Halloween actually is today, and unfortunately, this is the only day of the vlog that I was not working full-time hours, so there isn't really any of me going to the bookstore or anything like that, but I tried to keep it as interesting as I possibly could. Now, when you watch this video, you're probably gonna be like, wow, Katie, you seem to like be having a lot of like emotions, or like you're like kind of having one clip and then half the day goes by and then you're in another clip, or this, that, and the third, and it's because we are struggling mentally. It's not, listen, you know, you don't need to worry about it. It's just, I'm sure most people go through that seasonally where nobody's gonna know because I'm not gonna show you, but my patrons will be able to see it in the background of when I'm sprinting. But my apartment is a mess. It's a mess because I just don't have the motivation to pick anything up, to do anything. Like, do you ever, like, when your dishwasher gets full and you don't feel like doing the dishes, so you just keep cleaning the same fork and knife over and over again in the same plate, and you've reused it like 12 times? Yeah, like that. Anyway, just a precursor as to what you might be getting the vibes of in this video. Anyway, we're gonna jump right into it because Wednesday Addams needs to go trick-or-treating with Grace and her daughter, and she's about to come pick me up. So my chariot awaits. Let's jump right into the video. Okay. Do as I say, not as I do. I do not suggest you cut your own hair, but I don't have a, like, my hair isn't styled. I just cut a couple inches off every now and then. And like, do I really want to pay for that? I don't know. So I've been I've been wanting to go to like an actual salon and get somebody to cut my hair, but never get up the willpower to actually do it. So this is what it looks like. it the end of, almost said WinterWeen, and then I almost said SummerWeen, WeekendWeen Monster Mash Edition. Is it the end of day 1 and I haven't talked to you at all? Yes. Yes, but I have a reason. I have multiple reasons, okay? So I didn't talk to you before I went to work, which I'm going to be working this entire time. Well, no, I don't work on Halloween. I hope. He hasn't made the schedule yet. I hope I don't work on Halloween because Grace and I might go out. Go out. We're going to go to like a suburban neighborhood with her daughter and trick or treat. That's still kind of going out, right? It's like mom going out. Anyway, I woke up this morning and before I went to work, I had a knock on my door and it was maintenance coming to resurface my bathtub, which is so funny because Sarah from Sarah Without an H, she had come over when we did that collab and she saw like that the paint was like peeling really bad, like these like really hurtful, like I had to put a mat down because it was like cutting my feet. And she was like, have you told your apartment complex about this? And I said, no. And she was like, okay, well, you should tell them because you don't want them to charge you for that. Like you did something wrong. And I was like, you're a genius. So I took a picture of it and I sent it to my apartment complex like last week and they came by today and I was like, oh my God, y'all are going to come and repaint the tub? Like, I don't know why in my head they were not going to do anything about it. So they came and repainted it and it looks amazing. Like it looks better than when I moved in. What? But they were doing that for hours. And it still smells like such heavy chemicals, but it's like 11:30 at night and I can't open the doors, you know? And they did this at like 11 a.m. to like 2:30 p.m. So it still smells super strong, but it looks super good. Love it. Yeah, so I did not want to film anything because there were strangers in my house and they were trying to do a job. And I was like, I'm going to let you do your thing. Okay. So that happened. And then I went to work and I did take The Promised Neverland with me, but I didn't, oh, hello. I didn't end up getting to read any of this because we had a very busy day at work. Shockingly, it's been so slow, like horrifically slow for months now. And of course, like today is when everything was popping off. The Promised Neverland is a manga series. This is volume 2, and it's about this orphanage, and it's called the Gracefield House. And it's where kids from like just born to age almost 12 are at this orphanage, and they're all being taken care of by this character called Mother, and she's like the runner of the house, okay? And every time somebody is either like random kids, but then also anytime somebody's about to turn 12, they will get adopted. But anytime a kid gets adopted, the other kids never hear from them again. And they think, oh my God, like the outside world must be so amazing that like they're so happy that they don't even have time to think about us anymore. Wrong. Wrong. Oh my God. The first volume of this, such shining 5 stars. It is so good. And the reason I want to read this, even though you're looking at this and going, Katie, this is about like little 11-and-a-half-year-olds being cute. Two things can be true. Two things can be true. Yeah. Is this about Emma and Norman and like all this and it's adorable? Sure. But this book is horrifying. It is a horror. Like the things that are actually happening to these kids. And also this has plot twist on plot twist on plot. There's so many twists in this fucking book. So good. So I am hoping to read the second one in this vlog. But I also wanted to pop in and tell you I got a package. So I bought myself, oh God, it's wet because I broke a bottle of mezcal. Which is so sad. I'm so sad about it. Whatever. I just bought it. And I was bringing it into my house and it broke. I mean, I dropped it. It didn't break. Anyway, whatever. I bought some clothes on the interwebs and I wanted to try them on with you. So I think I'm going to do a little try on haul. Okay. If that's interesting. I mean, yeah, it's interesting, right? Just don't tell me if it's not. Okay. This is the first thing. And I'm going to tell you that I don't like it. I think I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I think I don't know how to pick out clothes for myself. I don't hate this. But it's kind of weird. And I don't like that the cutouts are obviously like right where it shows my bra straps. Okay, this shirt is too small. I'm crushing it. Possible winner. Possible winner. Okay, the color, not sure about it. It accentuates the boobs. And at the end of the day, like what else do you need? God bless past me for also getting it in black, okay? I literally always tell myself, I told myself at this time, I went, Katie, don't get it in black. You get everything in black. Get a color. No, we get black because it works. It works. It literally never, ever misses. No. No. No, I look like, I feel like I'm trying out for the swim team of the Olympics. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Wait, we have a possible a possible yes. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm like, I told myself, like, get a color. I got a color. I love the color, okay? I feel like this ruching is a little much, you know? Like, I don't think I have enough cleavage, enough bust to fill this out. I'm not really sure. Y'all let me know how you feel. But I love the back. Look at the back. Cute. I don't know. This might be a keeper. Y'all, I want you to be serious. Like, tell me in the comments, I want you to be serious because I will just return all of it and just go into the store. Like, I will just return. I will. Because clearly, I don't know what I'm shopping for. Hold, please. Hold, please. Take a moment. Take a breath and relax. What? Oh! What? Excuse me? Okay, here's the thing. This is super cute, but I don't know if I'm this kind of girl. I don't know what I was thinking. Again, what was I thinking? I was buying the wrong sizes. There's literally a dress that I bought that I could not show you because it was so tiny, I would get demonetized at the least. I don't know if I can pull this off. Like, I feel like I'm an imposter when I'm wearing this. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's everything. I feel like I'm probably just gonna have to return it, which sucks. But I think I just made bad decisions. I think I bought the wrong sizes and I bought things that weren't gonna look good on me because I was trying to branch out and I think I made a mistake. But I will wait and see what y'all think and you let me know if there's anything that you're like, that you do think looks good or whatever that I should keep because I don't have to return everything, obviously. But y'all let me know. And right now, I need to see... Wait, hold please. Let me grab my book. Hello again. Okay, so I am currently going through and rereading the Thursday Murder Club. I keep wanting to say the Thursday Night Murder Club. I don't know why, but every single time I say it, I say that. Anyway, this is by Richard Osman, and I had read this earlier this year, and I'm rereading it because I want to annotate. And currently my annotations are funny, friends, like friendship, something sweet, sad, and other. And I am, let's see, where am I? This far in, and it's a very fast-paced book, and I'm physically reading it because, again, I wanted to annotate, and I am, like, annotating, like, let's go! I'm obsessed. Hello! So this, I mean, y'all already know what this is about, right? This is about a group of senior citizens who are staying in this, like, senior home, and every Thursday they meet in the puzzle room and they try to solve cold cases. And it's really fun, and then basically, like, something happens in the course of this book where it comes a little close to home and they're trying to figure out like who murdered somebody and like what's going on and blah blah blah, and it's very fun, it's very cute, and it's a really cool group of friends. And if you're obsessed with the Enneagram, it's so easy to figure out the Enneagrams of these people. Like if you've read this book, Ron is an 8, hands down. Ron is an 8. Joyce I think is a 2. Elizabeth is a 3. She's a 3. And then Ibrahim, he's a 5. Point blank. Tell me I'm wrong. Look me in the eye and tell me I'm wrong. Anyway, I think I'm going to finish this tonight because, I mean, it's like midnight, but I'm not going to go to sleep. Duh. So I think I'm going to finish this up because I don't think this works for any of the prompts. No, it doesn't work for any of the prompts. So I just need to finish this so that I can get on to the new and the now. Anyway, either I'm going to catch you here in a little bit with an audiobook, or I'm going to call it a night on WeekendWeen Monster Mash Day 1. Hello. Hi. Are we already on day 2? Oh my God. Wow. Hello. Last night I finished the Thursday Murder Club, and you can tell, I don't know if you can tell, but at the end there's not really that many tabs. Like the tabs from here to here, we're tabbing. We are tabbing. And then this, not so much. So when I first read this book earlier this year or last year, I don't remember. I gave it 3.5 stars. And then when I read the second book, I gave it 5 stars. So I wanted to go back and reread this and annotate because I was like, I think it's better than I'm remembering. But I would say that I would still hold to like that it's like 3.5 stars because it's really good, but it's not fantastic, amazing. Oh my God. But like, I'm going to give it 4 stars upon reread because I do really love it. Like, I really love this book, but the second half is just like a little bit more boring. I mean, it's not boring. It's not boring. I'm sorry. But like, it's not as good as the first half. But I'm gonna give it 4 stars for the second read. I'm going to work right now. I need to have already left actually, but I'm going there right now and I am an opener. So I'm assuming that there won't be as much going on as there was yesterday, so I might be able to read while I'm at work, but I picked up the audiobook for The Weight of Blood by Tiffany D. Jackson, and I love Tiffany D. Jackson, and I was so like upset that White Smoke, which was her last release, I didn't end up being able to read that because the main character has OCD, and the things that her incessant thoughts in her OCD is about bed bugs, and I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Because if you don't know, I have OCD and that like is something that really scares me. So I couldn't read it and I DNF'd it at like 2%, which sucks because I love Tiffany D. Jackson. And that doesn't have anything to do with like anything bad about the book because I'm sure the book was amazing. I personally couldn't read it. So I was just disappointed that not in Tiffany D. Jackson. I'm sorry. This is sounding so confusing. I love Tiffany D. Jackson. I was just disappointed in the fact that like I wanted to read it and because it had triggering content for me, I couldn't. But anyway, this one is a Carrie like retelling and I'm not that far into it yet because I started it last night and I got like 15% of the way in or something. But this is supposed to be about a girl that is going to this school, or she's in high school, and it starts out where she's in gym and they're doing laps and it starts raining and she's like, no, I checked the weather. I knew it wasn't going to rain and it rains out of nowhere and the teacher won't let her go inside and her hair, which she straightens and does all these treatments on that looks straight and she is white passing, when the rain hits her hair, it curls up and then it's more noticeable and everybody becomes aware to the fact that she is black. And her dad is like, I told you to never let anybody know. Nobody can know about this. So that's happening. And then also, I mean, we're clearly going to be leading up to prom, but, or homecoming. Is it prom? Prom. Yeah. I love Carrie and I love Tiffany D. Jackson. So I think she's going to do a great job. So far, she's doing a great job. And also there is like moments where like say when people are bullying her in the beginning where something starts rattling or somebody, oh my God, it was so great. There's a girl in the class when somebody starts bullying her that she has hearing aids and she rips them out and she's like, oh my God, like something was messing with the frequency. And I was like, that is such, 1, good representation, and 2, a cool way to kind of integrate. I mean, obviously, we all know what happens in Carrie, right? We all know. If you don't, where have you been? Anyway, I'm going to go to work now and hopefully get some more reading done. Well, I am going to listen to The Weight of Blood on the way to work. So I will hit you back up later. I only have a second because I literally am like about to be late for work, but oh my God, The Weight of Blood. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. And I literally keep thinking like, what can I say that isn't going to be a spoiler? Like, what can I possibly say that isn't a spoiler for Carrie and for this book? Ooh, oh my God. It's so good. And I don't have enough time to like think about it. I don't know. It's so good. And oh my God, the fucking systemic racism and the fucking book. I literally, I can't talk about it. I'm gonna have to like formulate my thoughts. Anyway, I wanted to open this. I picked this up at my mailbox right before right before I came to work, but I had bought some press-on nails on Etsy, and I believe that is what this is. Oh, so freaking cute. Look at that. So it's from Sav's Nails. I got these red set, and then I also got, this was called Moonstone. I think it's like a white, kind of milky, like, haze. I don't know. It's not really showing up, but I'm so excited about this. This is so freaking cute. So hopefully I can put these on maybe tonight. I don't know, but this is so freaking cute. Okay, I have to go to work. I want to take care of his dad. Well, too bad. The bar's full. 86 the bar. Hello, what's up? I don't know why I keep doing that. Am I going to keep doing it for the whole video? Probably. Okay, I am taking off my nail polish, even though it looks so good, and I'm like, damn. Like, I could wait, but I'm too impatient. I want to put these on. I want to see what they look like. And I'm like, I should wait like a day or two until this starts to come off because I did such a good job putting my nails on, or painting my nails. Excuse me. But we're impatient and we can't freaking wait. So I am going to do that. And I only read a couple pages of The Promised Neverland while I was at work because very soon after I got to work, I ended up having a stage. And if you don't know what that is, it's like, basically somebody comes in for a stage shift, which is somebody that's applying to work there. And we want to see, like, they have them follow another server around. And then at the end of the night, the manager is like, are they cool? And if they are, then they are told that they can come back and begin training. But if I was like, no, she's trash, then hopefully they would be like, never mind, we don't need you here. Ha 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 ha, have a nice life. But so I had a stage for the entire time I was there. So I had another human being following me around, asking me questions. So I couldn't read, unfortunately. But I did listen to The Weight of Blood while I was driving to work, while I was like setting up, and while I was driving back. And I've also been listening to it for like, so I literally was like, Katie, you need to do an update. You need to do your nails, but I couldn't stop listening to this book. I'm literally already 50% of the way through this book. I am obsessed and I do not want to go to sleep. Like, it's 10:30 right now, and I'm like, can I finish this book tonight? Because I need to know. I mean, I already know what's going to happen. Like, you already know what's going to happen because before, whenever I was talking about this and I said it was spoilery, I don't really think it is because, one, if you have seen Carrie or if you have read the book, then this is a retelling and basically the exact same thing is going to happen. So if you know what happens in Carrie, you know what's going to happen in this. But then also, this is told not only in 2014, but then it's, which is the present day, with the main character Maddie getting bullied. But then you're also following all of these like articles and interviews and stuff that happen after the fact of, you know, what went down, and people being like, oh yeah, well, you know, if so-and-so and so-and-so hadn't happened, then half the town would still be alive. So from the very beginning, you already know a bunch of people are going to die. And you already know that at least it's suspected because the podcast is called Maddie Did It. So you already know that everybody thinks that she's the one that killed all these people. So I'm literally standing here telling you, there is no way this isn't going to be 5 stars. There's no way. I do not read YA really anymore. And every time I do, people are like, Katie, you need to stop reading YA because you always give it bad ratings because you don't like YA. But Tiffany D. Jackson, she can't miss. She can't fucking miss. The amount of conversation that's happening in this book, I mean, mainly about systemic racism, but there's also like a lot of like kind of backwoods, like misogyny and classism and all of this fucking shit. And the fact of it is, this is happening in 2014. You're telling me that a senior student in 2014 did not realize that coming to school in blackface was going to be an issue. I thought that this was taking place like in the 70s or something. I'm trying to remember when Carrie took place because it was like his first book. I don't remember, but it was a long time ago. And I thought that was the case. And then when it said 2014, I was like, come the fuck again? What? And all the conversation that's happening between like the high school students and even like their parents, because basically like at this school there is a black prom and a white prom, and they keep justifying it, saying, oh, well, it's not like racist, it's just tradition. And saying like, oh, we want things to like be back to the good old days, and like this just reminds us of the past. And there's a teacher, Miss Morgan, in this book that says it so eloquently, and she says it so well, and I'm not going to be able to remember exactly the way she says it, but basically one of the boys is like, it's not racism, it's tradition. And she's like, she says to him, I didn't say you were a racist. I said that the traditions that you're trying to uphold were based on systemic racism, and you're trying to keep them going into the future. That is racist. And I was like, that is such a fucking good way to put it. Because people always want to, when you say something is negative toward another culture or another like another race or anything, people want to be like, I'm not racist. It's like, okay, hold on. I'm not sitting here trying to point the finger at you. I'm pointing the finger at something that's being done that's a problem. I'm not saying you are the problem. I'm saying this thing is the problem. Can you stop doing this problematic thing? It's so fucking good. I'm literally obsessed. Kenny, it's amazing. His character has so much depth because he is a black student and he is very popular, very popular. And the way he's treated, being black, but then being like a sports star, is so deep. And like, there's so many layers to it. And then the layers of him looking around, like at the way Maddie's getting treated. But Jules can go fuck herself. Anyway, the way that Maddie's getting treated, and Kenny is like, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. That doesn't have anything to do with me. And then the other black students are looking at Kenny and are like, are you not going to say anything? You're like the most popular boy in the school, and you're black, and you're seeing somebody come to school in blackface who's your girlfriend's best friend, and you're not going to say shit? And I was like, it's so in depth because Kenny is like, why does everybody look at me like I have to be the warrior for this? Like I have to be the one that takes a stand and causes a war. I just want to live my life. And it's so fucking good. I'm only halfway through. I'm literally only halfway through. Read this book. Buy this book. I'm about to go buy it on Amazon right now. I'm not even kidding you. Like, it's such a good audiobook. It's got like a full cast. I mean, not full cast narration, but it has multiple different narrators and there's sound effects. So I love the audiobook. I would highly suggest listening to the audiobook, but it's so good that I'm like, I need a physical copy. I need it. Okay, I'm freaking out. Anyway, I want to put on these nails and give y'all a little glam moment. And I'm going to keep listening to this book. And I might try to do some journaling, though I'm kind of afraid that when I put these nails on, I'm not going to be able to do anything. But this is what we do for the glam. So anyway, I'm going to catch you back up in a second with some, hopefully, I swear this better go right, hopefully with some beautiful new nails. All right. Okay, it is over 3 a.m. and I finished The Weight of Blood. I told myself, I was like, you are not going to sleep, bitch. You are not going to sleep until you finish this book because you need to know what's going to happen. 5 stars. 5 stars! Good for her. Good for her. Literally every time somebody died, I was like, yes! Yes! I loved it. I'm sorry, I'm not making a lot of sense. It's so late at night and I literally need to go to sleep right fucking now. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to pick up next. I don't know what next. I need to pick up my physical books, The Promised Neverland, but I work. I work tomorrow and I work whatever. I'm going to be working, so audiobooks are like really the way to go for when I'm working full time in these reading sprints or these readathons or whatever. So I don't know what I'm going to pick up next, but I'll hit you back up tomorrow with what I end up doing. Okay, good night. Okay, back again. Marginally safer now that we're not actually driving. This is so cute. Like, it's, damn, Starbucks is rich. Like, I just can't imagine how much this cup costs compared to like a normal, just whatever. Okay, hello. Oh no, my coworker. Oh my God, my coworkers are pulling in and there's like nobody in the parking lot except me. And they're gonna watch me do this. All right. Elle, what's up, girl? Anyway, so what is this? This is it's Sunday. I finished The Way to Blood by Tiffany D. Jackson and I fucking loved it. I went to work and I was telling all my coworkers about it. Like I don't care who they are, like young, older, guys, girls, fantasy readers, romance readers, like horror, like anything. I was like, listen, let me tell you about this book. Oh my God. And being like, do you like Carrie? Have you read Carrie? Oh yeah. Okay, well read this because this book is better. Even though I knew how it was going to end. Like, obviously, I've read Carrie, and I love that Tiffany D. Jackson, like, she took all of the elements. Not only did she take the base plot of Carrie, but she took all of the elements, like every single thing, every character, every, like, moment, action, like every scene that happens in Carrie, she takes and she perfects it. And the thing that I love is that not only can adults read this book and love it, ding, but this is in the YA genre, like, or the YA section of a bookstore, and kids can pick this up and read this and get so much out of it because white kids, like white high schoolers, can pick this up and look at these conversations and go, oh my God, my parents say that. Oh my God, yeah, no, this is what I've been taught. This is not right. I don't, and get a reflection of like their own lives and be like, oh wait, shit, like I shouldn't be saying that. But then also Black high schoolers can pick this book up and have like the way that the conversations are being had are very well done. And I feel like Black high schoolers can pick this up, and then when they are faced with these conversations, because they will be, or faced with conversations where usually maybe they wouldn't say anything because they don't want to be like the angry Black girl, or they don't want to be like, they don't want to have to feel like they have to be the hero or the warrior, because maybe like maybe they're like the only Black student in this class and they don't want to be the one that has to speak for the entire Black community. Now reading this book, they can see certain sentences and phrases and ways to phrase things that can make this conversation easier, and maybe like not have to put so much pressure on them having to come up with this conversation. Like they can literally take sentences out of this book and be like, okay, this is what it is. This is what you're doing. This is how what you're doing is racist. Because what this book is doing is it's telling you, it's not saying, oh, all these like white kids are racist. What they're saying is, I'm not saying that you're racist. I'm saying the good old days, the way things always have been, nostalgic, tradition, those are fine sentences and phrases on their own, but you're using them to perpetuate a racist ideal and a racist system that we've been living by. You're using it to perpetuate that, which curates a racist environment. So that's not okay. And I feel like white kids reading this book could look at this and go, oh my God, that is what my parents say, or that's what my grandparents say, or that is what I've always been taught. I'm now seeing that that's not okay, which like obviously you would hope that they would already know that, but this book is set in 2014 and a girl comes to school in blackface. So we are not as with the times as we may believe. Anyway, obviously I do have to go to work, but I did bring a coin because I realized that I was forgetting to do like all of the prompts, you know? I do have, oh my God, where is it? So obviously this fits for manga and it fits for Monster, and then The Weight of Blood is an audiobook, and I did listen to part of the audiobook in the dark, but I do want to fulfill that prompt in a better way, so I don't know. But the coin toss prompt I do need to do. If it is, let's see, if it is tails, when I'm at work, I'm going to read this book because it's Sunday, it's going to be slow, hopefully, I swear to God. And then if it's heads, I will pick up and start the audiobook for Belladonna, which at first I was excited for, and then I saw somebody give it a bad review, and then I haven't looked at Goodreads to see the reviews, but it is YA, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm not going to write on Goodreads that I'm going to start it because What if it's like that kind of YA that I don't like and I don't want to give it a bad rating just because it's YA? So anyway, Tails, I'll physically read, and how do people flip coins? I swear to God. How do I? Oh my God. It's gonna fall and I'm not gonna be able to catch it. And then heads. Ah! I literally don't know where it went. It's embarrassing. Do I have another coin? Do I have? No? Wow. I'm serious. It's the thought that counts. It is the thought that counts. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna do whatever I want. I'm sorry. Okay. Hey. I did not read a single word. Not a single word. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock. This is going great. This is going great. How much have I read in this vlog? Minuscule amount. Sorry about that. But I don't work tomorrow, and it's the last day of winter. It's the last day of WeekendWeen. I don't work, but I think I'm going out. So I'm not going to have hope that a bunch is going to get read. I mean, I still need to pick up the audiobook Belladonna, so we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to drive home. Oh my God. I really didn't read a single word. It was because whatever. I'm not even going to talk about her. I'm only going to talk about her on Patreon because she probably watches my videos. Like she would. She would watch my videos. Anyway, I'm going to drive home. Let's do that. Hey. Hi. It is Halloween, if you couldn't tell, but it is almost 5 p.m. and Grace is about to come pick me up to take her, me, and her daughter out trick-or-treating. And the reason it is 5 p.m. is because I had to force myself with all the willpower I could possibly muster to get myself out of bed. I was laying in my bed. I woke up at 10 a.m. I was laying in my bed until 3 p.m. and Grace was like, okay, I'm gonna come pick you up at 5 p.m. And I was like, I don't wanna go. Like, I don't wanna get up. I don't wanna film. I don't wanna do anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. I just wanna pretend like I'm not a human being. But I did it because I was like, listen, you know, her daughter is really excited about going and she thinks that I'm going, you know, whatever. And I wanna do that with her. But you know, you just have those days where you're like, I just can't bring myself to like be a human being right now. But I put on makeup and now I feel like a bad bitch. So now I have to do it. And she's about to come pick me up. Now, did I read any of The Promised Neverland? No. No, I did not. No, I did not. And then also, I did start Belladonna last night. And I got like 22% of the way into it because I was listening to it for quite a few hours. And then I am choosing, I'm pretty sure, I haven't returned it to the library yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm choosing to DNF this and not continue because I just watched Meg's video where she read this and she gave it 2.5 stars and she reads more YA, like way more YA than I do. And she is way more forgiving of YA. And while I was listening to it, it is not bad. I'm not sitting here telling you that Belladonna is a bad book, but it doesn't scratch the itch of, even though it's YA, I still love it, like how Tiffany D. Jackson does. This book by Adeline Grace is fine, but it is immature in that, oh my God, there's a love triangle in the way YA books do that I don't like. Like, it's supposed to be this girl who she's like poisoned when she's a baby, and then when death comes to get her, I don't remember, like he like misses the mark and he doesn't get her, and then she becomes like basically, okay, the ice cream man is going by, so I guess I'll catch you in a second. Oh, never mind, he's driving away. That's hilarious. Anyway, we're following this girl, Cigna, which I could not stop. When I heard that, I could not stop thinking about how right before this insurance, when we have Humana, we had Cigna before that. And that's all I could think about was health insurance, which was not a cute look. But anyway, we follow this girl. I thought her name was gonna be Belladonna, which would have been amazing, but it's not. Anyway, she's basically immortal and death keeps like, she keeps trying to kill herself basically so that death will show up so that she can like get mad at him and have this like angsty, bantery kind of situation. But then there's also a stable boy who's like interested in her, but then they also have a bantery thing. And it's supposed to be like a romance love triangle between the stable boy and her and death. And I'm like, is this a fucking competition? He's death. I mean, I don't know about you, but I know who I would be picking. Like, I was about to spoil a different book. Anyway, it's not a competition. Anyway, LOL. Okay, but something else that I started was Keep It in the Family by John Mars. I had pre-ordered this audiobook a while ago, and the book just came out like 2 weeks ago, I want to say. I am reading this, and it is so bad. And when I went and looked on Goodreads, it has a 4.19 on Goodreads. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you fucking talking about? It's terrible. It's so bad. Like, John Mars, he writes like, somehow he's like a 17-year-old boy writing his book for the first time, but then also a 70-year-old man trying to be hip. Like, he says like, oh, like making sure that he wasn't sliding into her DMs. Like, you're an adult woman. I don't know. It just, no, I don't like it. And then the whole, I swear to God, there's like the main character. Okay, the premise is very interesting, and I do want to keep reading it to see if what I'm like dead sure is happening, because I'm like, John Mars thinks we're stupid. And I'm saying that as somebody who gave 5 stars to The One and gave 4.5 stars to The Passengers. I love those books. Was I wrong? Like, there are so many noises happening outside right now, and none of them are trick-or-treaters. So honestly, this feels like Halloween phobic, to be honest. Grace is calling me. I'm gonna have to go. I really don't like this book, and I'm sorry, she's literally outside, so I'm gonna hit you back up after we go trick-or-treating. Sorry for the random cut to. Hi! Do you like it?
I love it.
Yay! What shirt do you have on?
Oh, I have the media readers
Oh my
club.
god, she found this at a thrift store and I was like, why is it your life that gets to be like this? What are you dressed as? A mermaid? A mermaid? You look like a mermaid princess.
Yeah.
Like a mermaid queen. I love it. Your hair also looks really cute. Really curly. But like big old curls. I love it. You've got such like fall moody boy vibes right now.
I am a moody boy.
Moody boy vibes. We're just out here giving out treats to children. You know what I should do? I should tell every single parent that I'm a type 1 diabetic. Wouldn't that be funny? I'm like, kids, you don't want to become me.
We'll
So,
do
take only one.
type 1 diabetic reviews Halloween candy.
Oh my god, and she dies at the end.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna be like,
It's a horror.
I'm gonna be like, you don't want to turn out like me, so you better only take one.
Look, I did the big T.
For
Tennessee.
oh,
Let me get the candle.
they're going back in to get changed. I showed up to the party ready because we don't fuck around for Halloween. So I'm gonna be handing out the candy solo for a minute. The woman, the myth, the legend, Tiger Queen.
That's funny.
This looks like something that you just would own.
Cool cats and kittens.
Cool cats and kittens, too. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, I love it. You look so good.
Thank you.
You got a little bag? You look so good. Okay, go so good.
I love your costume.
Oh, thank you. I love yours too.
Thank you.
Oh my god, you're so cute.
Thank you.
But there's room for 1,000. Any volunteers?
Hi, hello. It is the end of the day. It is like 10:30 p.m. We were trick-or-treating for quite a long time, and it got dark so fast, like you could not see anything, and some brilliant mind passed out glow sticks to the kids, and they were wearing them on their wrists and their necks and stuff so that the parents could like see them because it was so dark. Like they barely have any street lights. Like once they were at the front door, you could see them, but then when they were walking back down on the driveway, I was like, the kids just disappeared. Anyway, that was awesome. I do not remember what I was telling you last about Keep It in the Family by John Mars. Other than that, I didn't like it, but I'll try to like quickly say what my feelings are so far because the chapters are super short. I'm on chapter 20 and I've only listened to like an hour of the audiobook. And I'm like, what? Like there's like over 100 chapters. Anyway, so basically what we're doing is we're following this girl when she was younger, or we only have one chapter for her, when she was younger and her parents were killing children and she was the one who was baiting them onto the property or into this web. And then we're following the couple that moves into the house like 40 years later, and then they find some creepy shit in the basement or in the attic and are like, what's going on? And like now the police are investigating. Okay. But then we're also following this creepy person who is like sneaking into the house and watching the wife as she's sleeping and doing really disgusting like it's gross, and it's not gross in like a cool way. It's gross in a, this is a thriller. Are you sure you want to say that? Like, it's, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, even though it's, okay. This is not a spoiler, but there is a part where somebody is watching somebody sleep, and then they like spit into their mouth. I wish I could tell you I was joking. Like, is John Mars okay? Because he's not okay. Is he okay? Because he's not okay. It's also written really badly. And also, it just doubles down because the narration, it's multiple narrators, and they're all so over dramatic. Like, if a character is supposed to be seen as bad, they over vilify their voice like they're a freaking Disney villain. And then also, when the guys narrate the girls' voices, it's 2022. Can you just talk? Can you just talk? Because there's never been a time where a guy has like mimicked the way a girl talks and it not been stupid. And I would also say that's true for guys mimicking or girls mimicking guys' voices. Just talk in your normal voice. Put an accent on him or her if that's what you want to do, but don't talk like that. Anyway, I think it's really bad, but I do want to know how it's going to end because I feel like from the very beginning I knew what was happening. And maybe I'm wrong, but it seems pretty obvious to me who this person is that's sneaking into the house. I'm like, duh. But anyway, I'm going to keep reading that. This is going to be the end of the WeekendWeen video. Thank you all so much for watching, for participating if you did, or if this is your gateway into participating in the future, that would also be amazing. And if you watched all of this, then leave. What should we leave? Oh, leave the crown emoji for the weight of blood because of the prom getting, well, that's not a spoiler, is it? I don't know. Anyway, leave the crown if you've gotten this far into the video. If you want to subscribe to my Patreon, to my Goodreads, or Instagram, they are going to be linked down below, as well as a myriad of other links to help support this channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing day, evening, night, dusk, dawn, whatever it is you're having, in whatever part of the world you are currently having it in. And I will see you in a video coming very soon. Bye.